Om Shri Sai Ram, offering my most humble salutations at the divine lotus feet of my beloved master Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba. Bhagavata Vahini, Chapter 36, Comrade and King. Summary. Here Sage Shuka describes the boyhood and childhood of Krishna, how, even as a toddler, he was endearing to all and could not be tamed by his earthly parents. His loving interactions with the cows and calves, the sweet melody of his singing, voice, and flute, his divine pranks and games, including appearing to them in disguise, where he was impossible to catch except for the purest of hearts, is well described. Also, how many ogres and demons were sent to destroy him by Kamsa, but he saw through all of them and he destroyed them calmly in his own discreet way, without raising fear and alarm amongst the cowherds. He also describes the event where Krishna raised the Govardhana mountain with his little finger to escape the ostensible wrath of the rains sent by Indra for ignoring his worship. Shuka clarifies that it was in reality a Leela arranged between Indra and Krishna to demonstrate Krishna's glory to the world. Key takeaways. Even within his pranks and plays in boyhood, there was a secret code to reach Krishna that was inbuilt within. While his face, music, and play was universally attractive and enchanting, none could own or control or reach Krishna unless he allowed or willed it. That route to bind Krishna was discovered only later years through selfless love and devotion by the Radha and the Gopis. Krishna was the master not only at charming the residents of Gokul, but also in dispatching the evil intended people to their end, but doing so in a way that didn't destroy the simplicity and innocence of the cowherd folks or fill them with dread. This is a true sign of leadership and divinity, which Swami did too, where he dealt with each person as per his or her level with apparent simplicity in a totally unassuming manner, while simultaneously achieving great feats and results elsewhere. Let us also cultivate this discriminating quality in our lives and actions. The actions of Indra in sending a heavy rain to Gokul when ignored for worship appear to be petty given his divine persona. However, as Sage Shuka clarifies, even this apparent slight to Indra and his fiery response and Krishna's subsequent lifting of the Govardhana mountain was part of the divine Leela, planned and executed by all concerned. All actions done by an avatar, which appear adharmic or illogical to the rational mind, answer to a higher spiritual law that unfolds its meaning in time, like a lotus blooming slowly. Let us therefore not be hasty to judge the apparent actions of the divine through our limited view and intellect, and instead aim to expand our lives to full consciousness where the truth on all such actions will be fully revealed. End of chapter 36. Jai Sai Ram.